Investigating big numbers, taking a look at the Apple iPhone XR and how it stacks up. In this presentation, we will investigate the Apple iPhone XR, currently the world's most popular cell phone. The Apple iPhone XR measures 5.94 inches tall, 2.98 inches wide, 0.33 inches thick, with a weight of 6.84 ounces. The first problem we're going to explore is how many iPhones can pack into a cube that is 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot. We know that 1 foot equals 12 inches. With a height of 5.94 inches, we can fit 2 iPhones in a 12-inch space high. With a width of 2.98 inches, we can fit 4 iPhones wide. And with a thickness of 0.33 inches, we can stack 36 iPhones. 2 times 4 times 36 equals 288 iPhones that fit in a cube that is 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot. Next, to the nearest foot, what would be the dimensions of a cube containing 1 million Apple iPhone XR, and what is about the same size? We know that 288 iPhones fit in 1 cubic foot. 1 million divided by 288 equals 3,472.22 cubes. The cube root of 3,472.22 equals 15.14234856. So a cube that is 15 feet by 15 feet by 15 feet will contain 1 million iPhones. Now let's take a little closer look at that math and make sure that it shakes out. We determined that we need a cube that is 15 feet by 15 feet by 15 feet. 15 feet is equivalent to 180 inches. If we divide 180 inches by the height of the phone, or 5.94 inches, we get 30.3 iPhones high. If we divide the 180 inches by 2.98 inches, we get 60.402 phones wide. And if we divide 180 inches by 0.33 inches, we get a depth of 545.45 iPhones. 30 times 60 is 1,800, and that is the amount that covers a single layer of our 15 by 15 foot cube. To get the volume, we multiply 30 by 60 by 545, and that equals 981,000 iPhones. But that still leaves us 19,000 short of the million. If we divide 19,000 by 1,800, or a single layer, we need an additional 10.55 layers. If we multiply 10.55 times the thickness of the phone, or 0.33, that's an additional 3.48 inches above 15 feet. So rounding to the nearest foot, 1 million Apple iPhone XR would fit into a cube that is slightly over 15 feet by 15 feet by 15 feet. So how much would 1 million iPhones weigh? A single iPhone weighs 6.84 ounces. And if we multiply that by 1 million, we get a total of 6,840,000 ounces. There are 16 ounces in 1 pound, so if we divide 6,840,000 ounces by 16 ounces, we get a total of 427,500 pounds. The largest mammal on Earth is the blue whale, weighing in at about 300,000 pounds. So 1 million iPhones would weigh approximately 1.5 blue whales. Next, let's look at how long 1 million stacked iPhones would be if we put them end to end. Again, an Apple iPhone XR is 5.94 inches long. If we multiply 5.94 inches by 1 million, we get a total of 5,940,000 inches. There are 12 inches in 1 foot. So if we divide 5,940,000 inches by 12 inches, we get a total of 495,000 feet. There are 5,280 feet in a mile, so if we divide 495,000 feet by 5,280 feet, we get a total distance of 93.75 miles long. 1 million Apple iPhone XR would stretch as the crow flies from my house in Reedsburg, Wisconsin to just beyond Lawrence University in Appleton, Wisconsin. So what if we stack the phones end to end straight up into the sky? The Freedom Tower, or One World Trade Center in New York City, is 1,776 feet tall, and 1 million Apple iPhones is 495,000 feet. So if we divide 495,000 feet by 1,776 feet, 1 million iPhones stacked together would be about the same as 279 Freedom Towers. Lastly, an average apple tree is approximately 20 feet tall. If we take our total distance of 495,000 feet and divide it by 20 feet, that is about the same as 24,750 apple trees to 1 million iPhones. Let's look at the area that 1 million iPhones would cover. 1 square foot will hold 8 iPhones. If we divide 1 million by 8, we need 125,000 squares. The square root of 125,000 equals 353.5533. So a field that is approximately 353 feet by 353 feet will hold 1 million iPhones. 1 acre equals 43,560 square feet, and a football field equals 57,600 square feet. So the area of 1 million iPhones would be nearly 3 square acres, or it would cover just over 2 football fields. A school bus is 41 feet by 11 feet by 9 feet. How many school buses could be filled with 1 million Apple iPhone XR? And what size parking lot would be needed for that many buses? Well, 11 feet equals 132 inches. 132 inches divided by the width of the phone is 2.98 inches and would equal 44.295 iPhones. The length of the bus, 41 feet, is 492 inches. If we divide 492 inches by the length of the phone, 5.94 inches, we would have 82.82 iPhones. Now 82.82 times 5.94 inches equals 487.08 inches, and the total length is 492 inches. So there's actually room to spin the iPhone sideways and run them across the width of the bus. So 132 inches divided by 5.94 inches equals 22.22 iPhones across the end. So if we multiply 44 times 82, we get a total of 3,608 iPhones, plus the additional 22. We have a total of 3,630 iPhones that cover an 11 by 41 foot space. Now the bus is 9 foot tall, which is 108 inches. If we divide 108 inches by the thickness of the phone of 0.33 inches, we have a total of 327.27 iPhones high. So 3,630 times 327 iPhones high equals 1,187,010 iPhones. Now the question was, how many buses would it take to fill with 1 million iPhones? So 1 million iPhone XR would fit in 0.84 school buses and would take a parking space of 41 feet by 11 feet long. For our next problem, if you stacked 1 billion Apple iPhone XR to completely cover a football field, how tall would they be? A football field is 120 yards by 53 1/3 yards, including the end zones. Now, 1 yard equals 3 feet, so the dimensions of the football field are 360 feet by 160 feet. 360 feet equals 4,320 inches. 160 feet equals 1,920 inches. So if we divide 4,320 inches by the length of the phone, or 5.94 inches, we need 727.27 iPhones to cover the length of the field. If we divide 1,920 inches by the width of the phone, or 2.98 inches, we need 644.295 iPhones to cover the width of the field. If we multiply 727 by 644, we would have 468,188 iPhones that would cover the surface of the field. If we divide 1 billion by 468,188, we would need 2,135.89 iPhones high. If we multiply 2,136 by the thickness of the phone, we get a total of 704.88 inches high, or 58.74 feet, which is about a 5 to a 6-story building. For our last problem, let's look at how high 1 billion iPhones would be if we stack them end to end. At 5.94 inches long, if we multiply that by 1 billion, we get 5,940,000,000 inches. And 5,940,000,000 inches equals 495 million feet. And that converts to a distance of 93,750 miles. The Earth's equator is 24,900 miles long. So 1 billion Apple iPhone XR would wrap around the Earth at the equator about 3.76 times. Earth is about 246,702 miles from the Moon. If we take the distance of 1 billion iPhones, which is 93,750 miles, and we divide it by 246,702 miles, we get a number of 0.38. So 1 billion stacked Apple iPhone XR is a little more than a third of the way from the Earth to the Moon. And that is investigating big numbers with the Apple iPhone XR, the world's most popular cell phone.